Hi, Devlin here. It's not your regular memory lane today. I decided to change it up a little bit. When we first started Mondo Nostalgia, we decided we were going to concentrate on pop culture, and that's it. For those of you who have been with me before the revamp of Mondo Nostalgia, you know on my podcasts and stuff, I used to talk about very personal things. I deal with mental health issues. I've been suicidal way in the past. I've, talked about lots of things, my journey coming out as a gay man. And when we decided to do Mondo Nostalgia full time, we decided I wouldn't do that. But recently I had a cancer scare and I posted a very personal video, and the response I got from it was pretty powerful. And since I've decided this channel is about how pop culture changes us and stuff, yeah, it didn't take long for me to go back on my thing, and I decided to do a segment where I talk personal, just a little pep talk for you. And I've decided to call it Life Lessons. And whether it's just to help you or, to pass on stuff for when I'm gone, for my relatives, my son, whatever, then, you know, it's going to be what it's going to be. Now, I'm not a health professional in any way. I'm not a doctor. I'm not educated in that field. This is all life lessons that I learned from the school of hard knocks. And trust me, I've dealt with a lot of stuff. So if this interests you, thank you for watching. If it doesn't, that's okay. I'll be back with a memory lane again next week. Today's life lesson is small, and I've found out as I grow on that I always wanted deep meanings to everything, but I started finding out that to find happiness, it is small things. And today I'm just simply going to talk about having hope. And that may not sound like a big thing, but it is. For any of you who have struggled with depression or anxiety or doubt, which I have immensely, who am I kidding? I'm going to have a relationship with these mental health issues all my life. But I decided I'm not struggling anymore. I have a relationship with it. I know it's there, but I'm winning the battle, which is a different state than I was months ago. And the reason why is I have hope. I've always had it. I know when I was going through the darkest depression times in my 20s, a lot of people didn't even know it because I could put on a smile, I could make people laugh, entertain them, and nobody would know that I was dealing with this stuff. It wasn't until in my 30s and 40s when I realized I can't do it anymore. But I always had hope. And it's hard because, especially in these times when we're even more isolated, um, I always had hope. A friend of mine actually gave me a bracelet once, and it had lots of different little charms on it, but one of them was hope. And he said that one of the things he admired about me is that even in my darkest times, I had it. Hope can be used in many different ways. Basically, when you wake up in the morning and you feel bad, then it's good to take a second to take a breath and think of all the good things in your life, whether it's people, your current situation. And I know with overthinking and the way the brain plays, it's hard, but it's good to take an inventory at least once a day, maybe even a couple times a day, of what the positives in your life are. And if you have a hard time finding it, don't give up. It could be as simple as I'm breathing. I'm don't have as many aches as I had yesterday, or I have food in my cupboard. I have one friend that I care about deeply. It's there. You just really need to find it. Some of you may even think that you might have hope, but not sure. Well, I'll tell you something. If you struggle with mental illness, depression, anxiety, the blues, whatever you want to call them, but you still get up and put your clothes on and go to work, that is hope. That is showing you that no matter what happens, I'm continuing with my routine, and you'd be surprised how many people give up those simple things. And when you start giving up those simple things, that is when you start losing hope. The problem sometimes is we try to solve our problems all at once. You're overweight, you're smoking. So you try to quit smoking, you go on a diet, you try to do it all in one day. That's why I hate the whole New Year's resolution thing. Many people fail because they take it on in a big way. You got to remember, you're only taking things one day at a time. If you start taking things one day at a time, dealing with each little thing, you'll be noticing that you have the abilities to start knocking things off your list. It might not be forever. If you start dieting, don't kick yourself if you fall off the wagon, you grab some cookies or some chips. You know, I've been losing a little bit of weight lately. Um, yeah, sure, I'd love to lose more, but I'm happy with the little progress I've been making. I've just been doing small things to give me hope to get to the next day. I've cut portion sizes. I've cut pop out almost a lot. Like once a week, I allow myself a pop, and I've even had some weeks where I haven't desired a pop and so haven't had it. It's small things, and I'm slowly adding a little bit more exercise and a lot more. And I decided because every time I'd make grand declarations and tell everybody I was on a diet, by the time I've told everybody, I'm pretty much sitting on the couch just failing miserably. So I decided that with hope, hope sometimes isn't just big victories, it's those small victories. Because eventually all those small victories are going to add up. So I salute you if you got up today and you are just going through your routine. I know it can be hard, but look for those positives and make a list of things that you want changed in your life. Then don't try to do them all at once. Find the ones that you can actually do. Instead of saying, I want to go to the gym, spending a whole bunch of money, you go 2, 3 times and then you don't go again. I know now it's hard with the pandemic and stuff. But what I'm saying is instead of making these big decisions, start taking walks around the block. Start, getting some weights at home and do them. Get committed to that and then move to the next process. Walk further. Then maybe consider when gyms reopen to go out. It's all about hope, but sometimes it's hard when you wake up and you just feel like, I just kind of want everything to end. Find those glimmers of hope because those are the pieces that get you to the next hour, to the next day, to the next week. And pretty soon, you'll be adding up so much positivity that you'll be dealing with it. But you also got to remember, if you have a blue day or you have a bad day, have it. But keep hope and don't live there too long. This is one of my life lessons. It's helped me make my life better. And if it helps one person out there, I'm going to keep sharing these. And thank you if you watch this. And let me know your progress. I'd love to. For me, it's been working, and it's still something I think I'm going to be on this journey for the rest of my life, and I'm okay with that now. Let me know how you're doing. I'd love to know. And if this little tidbit helps, I know it seems simplistic, but you know what? Sometimes the simplest things in life are actually that simplistic. We sometimes want big answers, a complicated why, but sometimes it's that simple. Having hope is harder than it sounds, but you can do it. I believe in you.